Yeah, but this is like obviously rainwater. This is what I'm saying. So I was telling him, I said, yeah, well, how come you didn't clean this earlier? Because this has been here for a couple weeks. And
Since I was staying home because I thought I had COVID and I was waiting for my test results, and I wasn't able to go outside and put something over my bike. So every time it rained,
yeah,
apparently all the American poop became
whatever,
circularized.
whatever. No, but I mean, like, anyway, I asked them to help me clean and.
I help.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Okay.
How can I help?
Hey, wait, move. So look at this. Look at this mess, you guys. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Disgusting. Hold on, I have gloves here.
What is that?
This stuff.
Ew.
I know.
One of that's a glove box. That's what that is. You're seeing a bunch of cardboard. So those gloves are not going to be reused, I imagine.
Disgusting.
Your phone is focusing on this.
I know, it smells like death.
It is death.
I know, that's why I'm cleaning it. Okay, so.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you want to back away. This is not for the lighthearted then. Okay, so, we will see. Do you want this? Do you think this is no? Throw it away?
I would throw that away.
Okay.
There may be a chain breaking tool in there that's still good.
I'm just going to rinse it all off. How's that?
We can ultrasonically clean that.
Or you can just rinse it
I have
off.
yeah, the chain breaking tool. Oh, God.
Yeah, just rinse it all.
Ew. That is poop water.
It's
She's live streaming your junk.
Yeah.
Look at my trunk.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the one day that I come home and I didn't put a bag over it is the one day that I thought I got COVID, so I stayed home for 2 weeks.
Oh my. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, so he was, yeah, so, you should have cleaned this earlier.
I didn't realize it was that nasty until
Until I walked in and you're like, Erica, you can clean this
I
stuff.
did. When Erica walked in, I saw it.
Bullshit! Don't lie to me.
I would never lie to you, beautiful.
Whatever, you don't want to clean it, so you'll just wait till I come in.
That's not what happens
That
at any.
is.
That's actually reusable. That plastic thing is reusable.
I know, I'm rinsing it all off,
Little chain links, I could use those. Oh, by the way, look, the tail light. Look, the wiring. That's some good wiring that I did. It's all liquid. Oh, those are waterproof crimson there. My tail light still works. So that's been sitting in there for 2 weeks.
God bless you.
If I didn't clean this thing would have stayed here for like the next 2 months.
Oh God, it smells.
I know. See,
Erica,
you just gotta.
Smell.
I'm the one cleaning it. You don't have to.
The screwdriver is probably still. No, it's a little strict, maybe, but still maybe good. Oh.
What?
Oh,
You want to go away then? Here, you can go away.
Oh God.
I'm wearing the same stuff he is too. I'm not wearing biohazard stuff at all.
You have an N95.
No, I don't. I just have a regular face mask. Okay, hold up. So this is how I'm gonna do it. This is one of those situations where you just like this is no big deal. Like my thinking is that I deal with cat poop, cat puke. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 2. This is nothing. Yeah, so I mean, like once this dries up, this is gonna be like easy peasy. But you can see how much of a mess this is. It does smell. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Maybe my foray into dumpster diving definitely prepared me for this stuff. This is pretty vile. I'll be honest here. It's pretty vile. This smells like a really super rank dumpster. But you just gotta work through it. If you just ignore it, it's just gonna spiral into a bigger problem. So I'd rather just say, hey, bite the bullet for 20 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, and do it that way. Versus, don't address this at all or wait till someone else does it. This is also a potential breeding ground for mosquitoes too. So it's very important that this gets handled right away. Yeah. Okay, let's go. See this gross ass mess. See, it's looking much better now, right? Much better. It smells like death, but it's looking much better. Once you get all that mess out, it's no big deal. Okay. So his bike was in the rain for about 2 weeks, and he didn't have a cover for it. I bought a cover for his bike, but the thing is that because he has his mirrors over there, it doesn't fit over the mirrors because the mirrors just jut out like that. So yeah. So it's like I can't find a bike cover that can go over those mirrors. And yeah, because it was inside, and you can see how it is. It just kind of accumulated. Yeah. Oh, gross. But look at that. That looks not bad at all now. It takes a lot to faze me in terms of grossness. I think the only thing that would kind of make me curl is if I saw blood or guts in here, but I don't see blood or guts in here, so yeah. Like crime scene photos, like if I saw some like brain or gut matter, that would definitely gross me out. That would probably make me heave, but this kind of stuff, I just think of it as swampy mud water. No big deal. Yeah. Talking about guts, there was this guy, I forgot what his name was, like something like Guy Jr. And he was, he killed both of his parents. I think in 2016, he just had a trial I think the trial ended a couple weeks ago. So what happened is that he was basically a lazy bum. His parents were supporting him, and he had this great idea to off both of his parents and to collect the insurance money. He even wrote a detailed plan. His plan was basically kill one parent, put the DNA underneath the fingernails of another parent, then burn, then chop them up to pieces, flush the body parts in the toilet, and then burn the house down. And it didn't work out because the mom missed work, and her employer sounded the alarm and called the police to do a wellness check on her, because I think if I remember correctly, it was their final week of working there, and the mom had worked there for a number of years, so for her not to show up out of the blue on her last week and not answer the phone, her final week of retirement, that definitely raised some bells. Police came, they found out the place was like 90 degrees or so. And the reason why he made it 90 degrees is because 90 degrees speeds up the rate of decomposition. And the police saw something boiling on the stove. They opened the lid, and it was the mom's head. Yeah, it was. Can you imagine being that police officer? Ugh. Yeah, I knew someone who worked with the police, and they said they saw some horrific stuff, brain matter on the walls from murder scenes and things like that, and geez. Anyway, I feel bad for that police officer because, you don't expect that kind of thing. Like, that would be horrific. I'd lift open a pot of liquid and you see a head in there, a severed head. And then in the bathroom, he had put, I think, some kind of acid. He had like these two large Rubbermaid totes of sorts. He chopped both of the parents up, and he was in the process of liquefying them. Yeah, so it didn't work out because he got caught in the middle of the routine, in the middle of it. And I just think to myself, like, geez, you didn't think the police would instantly be on him? Like, for instance, right? If there was a murder of the wife, they would look at the husband or the son, whoever stands to gain financially. If both of them come out to the clear, then okay, they can cash out money, but it's not like instantaneous. Those kind of things take a very, very long time, and as smart as brilliant as some criminals think they are, a lot of this like microscopic evidence, fingerprints, blood spatter, that kind of thing, it's really hard to cover up. You have to really commit the perfect murder, and a lot of people think a lot of murderers somehow think they'll commit the perfect murder, but they don't. They mess up somewhere. There was that one woman, I think her name was Jasmine, but I might be remembering wrong. There was this one person who killed her, and I don't know if they caught the criminal. They removed all her teeth. They removed her fingertips. They thought the body was going to be unidentifiable, but she had breast implants. So what they did is they looked at there was a barcode on the breast implant, and they managed to track out who she was based on the barcode of her breast implant. So there's a lot of ways to figure out, the identity of a victim that a murderer wouldn't think about. Yeah. When I was in college, one of my professors told me I should get into police work, and I said, nah, I don't want to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it's very interesting. I think after a while, depending on what you see, you become a little hardened from it, or there's only so much disturbing stuff a person can handle. I give a lot of props to detectives and forensics and medical examiners. They're able to find things and a needle in a haystack. So yeah, murder cases are something that I really do find fascinating. I was watching the Chris Watts documentary, I think yesterday, with Lewis. Yeah, that guy is a total idiot. Again, he thought he would commit the perfect crime. Bonehead over here didn't think, oh, well, if my wife and kids go missing, police would probably think it is the husband, right? But he didn't think that for whatever reason. He thought he could get away with it. And he didn't. He is now serving, I believe, 3 life sentences. Serves him right. I don't get people who commit murders and they're the spouses, or they're the spouses or the kids, and they think they're going to get away with it so easily. Even that, what's her name, Jennifer Tran or something like that. Remember the one who killed, I think, her. She hired someone to kill her parents, but the dad survived, and the dad was able to attest that he overheard her kind of talking to the kidnappers as if she knew them. So that's how she got caught. Yeah. Let's see here. No, I was just cleaning this stuff. Scare the brown listed. Yeah, the guy looked like total. I forgot his name, but it was something like Guy Jr. I forgot his last name, but I know he was a junior. That's for sure. Joel Guy Jr. Yes, Joel Guy Jr. That was it. Thank you. Yeah. That woman. Yeah, I think her name was Jennifer Tran or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks when I hear cases like that. It's so short-sighted. Like, people think they should murder someone for money, and they think like, oh, I'm gonna get the money right away, like that Joel Guy Jr. thing. He knew his parents had a $500,000 life insurance policy. For whatever reason, it sounded like he thought it would be guaranteed his money. There's if I remember correctly, there's a certain thing or a statute or something like that prevents people from cashing in on life insurance if they were the cause of it. And this was set up to dissuade people from murdering their family members or their loved ones to try to cash out quickly. But I forgot what the name of it was. I thought it was brilliant to have that in place, right? If people knew, hey, if you want to off someone, and you're found guilty, you're definitely not going to get any of that money. People aren't even gonna, actually, if they're found guilty, they're not even gonna be able to capitalize on it at all because most likely they'd be serving a life sentence or many years in jail. Yeah, that's just me though. Yeah, Joe Guy Jr. Guy, if you look at his eyes, totally creepy. Totally creepy. There's I forgot what it is, but there's a name for it. It's like a Japanese term that if you can see the bottom of the irises, it kind of, it means, there's like a name for it, and you're like especially psychotic if you can see the bottom of the underneath the irises. So you know how like usually when you see people's eyes, you can't see the bottom part of it, but if you can see the whole bottom, it's supposed to mean like not yandere or something. I forgot what the name was, but there was a word for it. Yeah, yeah, that's looking not bad. Let's see here. Yeah. So we will see. We will see what happens. All these criminal cases, though. I like looking at crime scene photos sometimes. But
Do they look a bit cleaner than my bicycle?
What?
Crime scene photo?
Depends on which one. Oh yeah, by the way. So he was taking a driver's ed course of sorts. What was the name? Pre-certification or something?
Mm-hmm.
The 5-hour course. They were trying to tell people not to speed because you can end up like Porsche Girl. I would recommend if you guys don't want to see graphics photos, don't look up Porsche Girl. I think her name was Nikki Kasoris. Beautiful girl, but
Used to be a beautiful girl.
I think she took her dad's Porsche. I think it was a Porsche 911. I might be remembering wrong. And then she sped, and then she crashed into a divider or something like that. And basically her head got sheared, so you could see her brain, and it just looks pretty damn gruesome.
But did it get cut off at the brain or at the neck?
Cut off at the brain, so it was like she was spliced.
What'd she hit?
She hit a divider of sorts, a wall or a divider. But I think it was something at 90 miles an hour. I might be remembering wrong.
Dead now?
She's definitely dead. Are you kidding me? If you can see someone's brain matter, they're not going to be alive for long. The most that I saw alive was this one guy on Live Leak. You could see his heart beating through his chest, and he was still alive, weirdly enough.
Eben Byers had holes into his brain, and his brain matter was showing for a year or two before he died. I highly suggest that you Google image search Eben Byers. That's Eben Byers, Google image search. It's an excellent picture.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, like, thankfully that's black and white stuff, so you can't see. That was, what was it? Erythritol or something. I forgot what the name it is. So there was, what was the name of the glowy substance? I keep forgetting the name. Do you remember what the name of the glowy substance was?
Radithor.
Radithor. Yeah, that was it. My bad. Yeah. So back in the olden days, back, I think this was before the FDA, for sure. Yeah, this was definitely before the FDA. You had some people selling this kind of thing, and I think the Radithor thing was the one where they said like it removes all the uric acid from you, so it's supposed to make you all glowy, and if you're fatigued, it makes you more energetic and youthful. Anyway, but it builds up, and then you start losing limbs. This guy's jaw basically disintegrated. It was disgusting. He looked like a zombie. At that point, that's one of the strong cases that I would go for assisted suicide. That's my stance. Like, in the event that your quality of life has diminished so much, I am in full support of assisted suicide. And that would be one of them, one of those situations. Death with dignity. Yeah. Because that poor guy. You lose that much of your jaw, and this is back in the olden days. He must have gone through so much pain. Jeez. And he was rich too. That's the sad thing. He was rich. Can you imagine being like a socialite or something, and then you lose your jaw, and then everybody in the nation's like, holy crap, look at that guy, he was terrible. Yeah. psychologically devastating, shall I say. Okay, I think I've cleaned that pretty well. Let's move over here. I know, you guys get to see me clean this stuff. Let me grab my bottle. Holy this thing open. Frick. Yeah, this thing is opened. Okay. So, ha! Look at this. It's still wet. Ew. Gross. Gross. Okay. I'm gonna get my stinky trash can here. I'm gonna just dump this stuff in there. Yeah. I don't know if you. Oh gosh, look at all that rust. Disgusting. Yeah, it's not rust. That definitely looks like rust. Oh. Put this on the ground for now in a pile. Later on, I can clean the ground. Okay. The hell is this? Oh. Oh, brake pads. Okay. Ugh. Okay. And this is stuff that. Ugh. Yeah, he needs to put everything in like one big frickin' Ziploc in the future. All this paper matter. Okay. I'm trying to clean this best I can. Oh, there's no glamorous way of doing this, really. It's gonna be a mess. Yeah, this needs to be popped open. Oh, how do I open this blister pack? I'm gonna ask him to open it later. I don't want to pop it open right now. Okay. Man, look at this rust, man. It's freaking terrible. Terrible. Oh wait, no, that's not rust. It's dirt too. I need a scrubby brush. That's what I need. Maybe he can just put this in the ultrasonic. Okay, here's one. Mess up. I have no scrubby brush, so it is what it is. see this? Oh, look at this. Two missing weight things. Hmm. Not bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys. Let's. Okay. That dry, so you can deal with the little. Look, that mess looks so much better than before. You can handle that. Yeah, I'll let him deal with it. I'll deal with this. Oh my goodness! Yeah, the Dead Purple Maniacs. You know, I heard that was some really gross footage. I saw like a little bit of it, and then I had to turn it off. There's some. I can stand pictures pretty well, but when it comes to video, man, that sickens the crap out of me. Yeah, I used to watch stuff on Live League a lot, and then they got rid of all the gore stuff, so I don't watch it anymore, obviously. And I kind of think, like, yeah, maybe it's good I don't watch that stuff. I always had those morbid curiosity kind of thing. But I heard that was particularly brutal, that Dev Pubble what a maniacs thing. You were attacking this guy, I think, with not a crowbar, but a wrench of some sort, and then he was gurgling, and people said it was like really, really horrific. I think one of the last videos I saw that I could handle was actually, I saw it accidentally on Facebook, so it was floating around, and it was in Thai, I think. I didn't even, I mean, I didn't sign up for any gore channel, it was just floating up on Facebook. It showed up in one of my feeds. And what it was this guy who was in a jungle, and he was kind of far away, so you can just make out that he was like he was either in Africa or somewhere where there's like a Amazonian kind of thing. Like he had dark skin, the militant person over him had dark skin, and it was far away, but you couldn't see how his face looked like exactly, but you could definitely tell it was two humans. And this one guy, he proceeded to chop off all his frickin' limbs, and you could hear him yelling, and you could see the limbs coming off, and it was one of those things, like when I saw it, I was like, yep, that is a little too much for me. And, yeah, that was probably one of the last videos I've ever seen that was that graphic. Like, I was like, holy crap, you could see all his limbs coming off, and he was very alive, he was in shock, and yeah, that has to be one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, by far. By far. It was just absolutely terrible, you know. And I don't know what the point of that video was. I don't know if it was you know, trying to get rid of villagers, or if it was some kind of ransom thing. I have no idea. But when I saw that, I saw maybe like within the last 3 years, it really left a mark on me, because I thought, yep, that is enough internet for a while for that kind of stuff, for sure. Thank you, the Forgotten Violin. Yeah, now I hope you guys don't look through all this gore stuff, but yeah, I used to look at that stuff a lot after Live Leak. kind of cleaned up itself. I don't look at that stuff anymore. But it's good, you know, it's just that I don't look at that stuff anyway. I've seen enough beheadings and gory stuff that it's gonna be stuff anyway. There was this one that I saw, I think it was from a military thing or a group that starts with the letter I. And here's the thing, I was completely surprised because they cut off some guy's head, and the way they did it, there was such high resolution, it looked like it was from 300. You could see like they sliced his head and it just went flying off. It was, you know, I mean, like, I just thought it was fascinating. I was like, holy crap, you could just see the blood gushing out. And if I didn't know any better, I really would have thought that was some 300 CGI stuff. That was
nice.
I know. Okay, so you got that to clean up over there. I think you got that. See that? That little pile? That is 10 times better than what I had to clean up. So you got that, right?
It looks like this actually got rusted, even though it was sealed, which is interesting. Oh, the back is not sealed. Yeah, these are junk, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, even though they're rusted, it's probably better than nothing if I get stopped.
Well, wait, hold on. You better dry that. What are you doing?
What am I drying it?
Let it air dry. It cannot dry in that thing. Put in a dehumidifier. Why are you putting wet stuff back in there? It's not gonna. It's like putting wet stuff inside of a Ziploc bag. It's not gonna dry that way. So yeah, let it air dry. Put a dehumidifier on it or something.
You want to give everybody a store tour?
I'm only at 5% battery, so I can't. Where is the charger? There's a charger over here, right? Oh, here it is.
MacBook charger. MacBook.
Yeah. Hello. Hey, so who brought the Dunkin' Donuts?
Can you mute for a moment?
Huh?
Can you mute for a moment?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, so we're gonna get going soon, but yeah, who brought the Dunkin' Donuts stuff?
A customer.
Oh, that's so sweet of them. You know, whoever you are, customer, thank you so much for bringing the Dunkin' Donuts.
Customer walked in and said, "Hi, I just wanted to have a gift for Lewis, just in case he was single."
Lewis, what?
And then Kevin beat her away, and he said, "No." He's
Her.
Kevin
Her.
beat her away and said, "No, he's dating
Did
out."
Kevin?
No,
Did
how dare
Kevin
you.
say he wanted to date her?
No, he looked and said, "Well, you know, hey, girl."
What? What? Okay, so let's look at the Dunkin' Donuts. You guys can help me figure out which one I should get. Okay, I'm gonna trust you guys to pick the good Dunkin' Donut for me. So, hold it up. Where's the? Oh, I don't really have that much of a choice. So I got that one or that one, or I got just unplug this crap. Or unplug. Oops. Or I got this one. Which one should I pick? I've tried Dunkin' Donuts before, so I pretty much know how these taste. The chocolate one. The chocolate one? I don't know, I feel like they all taste top right of second box. Okay. Top right? Oh, you're talking about that one. I know, I got like... Which one? That one? Strawberry? Okay, I've tried the cream ones. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the filled one. I will pass on the filled one because I have tried that before. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that jelly one. Hold on, let's hold this for you guys. Ah. Charge. can tell I'm not a... Cream chocolate. Okay, so we got this one. And here, pick me a donut. Which one
Oh,
should I
you
pick?
can't have a donut.
What?
Oh, no. These are not good
No,
for you.
I get a donut.
Nope. We're gonna take you. We're
No,
gonna grab you away.
no, go away. What? No.
Nope.
What? I want my donut. What? No. No.
No, Coco. Sorry, Eric.
What? Why are you? Why?
Ow! Oh! Oh!
Okay. And.
What?
Uh-huh. What did I do? What?
Oh.
Okay, hold up. One more cough. Okay, there. Okay. Yeah.
You can have the donut.
Okay, I'm gonna have the donut. Thank you very much. Look at this guy. Yep. So don't get between me and my donut. So I think does anyone know what this bottom one is over here? Here. Do you guys know what this one is over here? Ooh. What is this one? Ah! Come here. What is that one? Does anyone know? I have no idea what that is. That looks like a blueberry, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'm gonna try it because glaze. That's glaze. Blueberry glaze. Okay, I will try blueberry glaze then, because I haven't tried that one yet. Come on, come on.
You ready to go home?
Wait, I didn't have my donut yet.
Oh, you can't have a donut.
I did not eat my donut yet.
You can't have a donut.
I should have this whole box to myself because I had to clean that whole mess up.
No donut.
Yeah, I had to clean that whole mess up.
If she eats too many donuts, Lewis won't be able to put her on the back of the bike.
It's okay.
You should see what my old wheel looks like.
Whatever. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, ooh, good. Mmm. Mmm.
I read.
Well, not much to say. This is my channel, not your channel.
Yeah, your chat is like I scrolled up and it was like 9:45.
What? Yeah, I don't have that
When
many.
I scroll up, it's like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My channel is a lot more personable rather than your channel. And at least I don't have people be all like, is this live? Is this live? Is this pre-recorded? Is this pre-recorded?
You're trying to say your subscribers are smarter than my subscribers?
My subscribers are awesome. I know my subscribers are awesome. In fact, I love my subscribers very, very
I'll
much.
20.
Huh?
I'll 20.
Yeah. Why are you hating? Why are you
I'll
hating on
26.
Why are you hating on my subscribers? Oh, look at this. Oh, goodness. No, don't say that, Plasmar. Not gonna be happy about that. But yeah, goodness. Yeah, it is like 62 degrees, so it is very cold. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's nothing here. I know. Yeah, it's not like his channel where people are just acting up and his AMA streams get crazy. Crazy. So I'm eating my blueberry donut here and I really, really like it. It's nice. I've never had the blueberry glazed donut from Dunkin's. I've tried other flavors of them and I found it kind of disappointing. Yeah, do you see I have my turtleneck on? So this is the one that I showed you guys on my community post. I said something like there was a hole over here, right here. So then I patched it up and yeah, I kind of like it. Oh, my collar's all messed up right now. Urgh! I went to show it and my collar's all messed up, so I have to make it nice-ish. Okay, that's good enough. I don't even know why I'm fixing my collar right here because it's super hot. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Yeah, kids' AMA streams get crazy money. You know who else? You know who makes crazy money from those AMA streams? Susan Wojcicki. Yeah. For all those super chat donations, if you do it through YouTube, I think the YouTube cut is 30%. So imagine all those donations that YouTube collects from all content creators. It's crazy. Yeah. Sometimes I kind of think about it. I'm like, gosh. I've never seen AMA streams with other people because usually the people that I watch on YouTube, they tend to be like I watch like prepping channels. I watch Angry Prepper. I watch him. He's based in New York. I watch him, but then I watch flower channels like Flower School, Juice, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea who Tim Pool is at all. No idea. Hey, do you know who Tim Pool is? Who is that? I can't hear him. You sound very far away. No. I don't know, but I know like super chat. Actually I might be remembering wrong because I've only made like $2 donations to people. But super chat donations, I think it has to be at least $2. I might be remembering wrong. Oh, it's a political commentator. Yeah, usually I don't watch those channels. I watch a lot of, like I said, prepping channels, Gore's channel. I've been watching streams where they show like jazz music. What? He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
So Tim Pool is a 2004 to 2006 liberal who was cryogenically frozen and then awoken in 2020.
Okay.
And then after being cryogenically frozen for about 15 years and awakening in 2020, realized that he was actually a moderate Republican. He makes good money off of, like, he titles the videos very well about how, like, you know, the Civil War is coming, like the left is losing their mind, blah 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 blah. I don't know. He's good at what he does, which is getting people to believe that the world is ending, and
the world is ending.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends how you see it. Like a lot of like the middle class is kind of getting decimated.
He was talking about
now.
the Civil War before it was cool, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. The Civil War is always talking about the world ending is always generated hits. I can't imagine being like one of those doomsday prepper channels, but that makes good money right now. I have nothing to say on that.
Tim Pool really cleans up in his live streams.
By the way, talking about streams and whatnot.
I used to watch him, but all he does is read other people's articles and gives poor interpretations. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, I remember I saw this dig on someone's YouTube channel, which is yours, and you were saying how you can do quality content with Clinton for like 2 minutes, and I do 3-hour Oreo streams.
You go for quantity over quality. I mean, it's clear. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're working with a much lower quality talent. You're working with a much less qualified actor. I mean, he's not a social media influencer. He's not a model. He's not as good a bodybuilder. He's just in all ways inferior. So yeah, I understand that you need to make up for the lack of quality with your kitty, that my kitty has, with quantity.
Oh, wait. Hold up a second. Oreo is a calming kitty. He is good for when people are stressed out. They can watch him. They see how he interacts with his day-to-day life. He will sleep through the crisis.
Tim Pool is killing that entire genre of like reading articles and getting you riled up about the article, because it's I think what he's really tapping into is that a lot of people in that are very lonely, like, and it's not wrong. Everybody's felt lonely at times, but I think right now people feel particularly isolated and lonely, and there's a lot of people that don't just want to read an article. They want to read an article and feel like they're reading it with their friend. They're reading it with their classmate that they got along with, instead of just simply sitting home all day. So what Tim Pool really taps into is you're not just reading an article that you're interested in. You're reading the article with it. And so what you're getting is not necessarily political commentary so much as you're getting a friend. And I think that's what makes channels like that as popular as they are.
Don't you do that on your channel? Kind of?
Well, if you look at my channel, you'll see I read an article with 2 minutes of commentary will get 800,000 views. And then here's how to fix a complicated logic board issue on a piece of expensive electronics, and it gets 8,000 views. So, like, people don't give a fuck about the board repair. They don't give a fuck about any of the stuff that's actually matters. I shouldn't say that, because what matters to them is that feeling that they have a friend, that there's someone there that they can talk to and agree or disagree or have a conversation back and forth. Like, that feeling that they get to know you over time, that's where the real money is in YouTube. And people have been, like, I think Tim Pool has figured that out. It's not, nobody gives a shit about the stuff that you actually do. TP is only a problem for pregnant women.
No, Lewis uses so much toilet paper. He uses more toilet paper than I do. Facts.
Poor Oreo. Sonny says YouTube is all about watch time. Sonny watches your stream. See, you got Sonny as a
I know,
subscriber.
he watches it. He keeps the, he adds to my viewership. I'm not a board repair. You know what? I mean, like, the board repair stuff, as a Mac user, as a Mac owner as well. When I watch your board repair stuff, I'm like, okay, there he goes again. He's taking out this little pointy thing, burning something off, taking something off, putting something back on. Ooh, and he's making this thing about flux. Like, ooh, look at the flux. Look at how much flux I'm using, everybody. Flux. And then, yeah, that's about it. Just poke things, remove things, put things back on, and add a lot of flux.
Is Tim Pool biased? I mean, everybody is biased. There's nobody on this earth that's not biased. Everybody is biased based on their temperament. Everybody has a bias. So, like, I discussed this with
Wait,
Eric.
hold up a second. I know one person who claims they're always impartial.
Who?
I'm not going to say the name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Oreo?
No. Think clearly. The one that always says that they have no, they're always impartial and they only look at the facts.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
What gets emotional when we discuss things.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember. Yeah, everybody is biased, and it's based on their temperament, it's based on their experiences, it's based on what they view over and over and over again. So if you see the same thing happen like 50 times, and you see it play out the same way, it's going to bias you towards your view of the world. And everybody has a bias. There's no such thing as an unbiased human being. There are people that pretend that they're not biased. Like, there are a lot of things where I talk with Erica, and I sometimes know what she's going to say before she says it.
He knows my views. You have a good sense of my views. And you know what he does? He calls me evil. And I'm like, how am I evil?
So there's usually an angel and a devil on your shoulder. And in many of the decision-making processes that I have, typically Erica's on the side of the little devil on my shoulder.
He calls me, okay, look at this one. Here's my thing. I want him to cover his ass. If he makes any decision, I want to make sure that his T's are crossed and his I's are dotted. So I'm not the devil for that, but it's really, I'm just trying to make sure that you have fail-safes, safeguards, and yeah, it's be overtly cautious, but that doesn't make me the devil. But I will say this, anybody who disrespects you, I take it personally, I am personally offended by it. So I will stay up and, dig. I get mad. My people.
I tend to focus on others before myself, so it's a good counterbalance to have the evil.
Evil.
Yeah.
See, hold up a second. If he, how you guys have seen his stream where he's like, I'm not a good person, I'm not smart, I don't deserve this. I am one of those people who I'm like, no, you better stand up for yourself. Because what I learned in New York is if you don't stand up for yourself, nobody will, or almost nobody will. And I'm on your side. And I do not want to see...
Erica's an essential evil.
I
agree,
don't
essential.
Look, I do not want to see anybody get into your headspace, because if anyone is ruining your day, and it's going in a toxic manner, then I want them out of your head, and I want you to move forward with life.
I will focus a little too much on other people. She will focus a lot on my best interest, and there's always a middle ground. I have kind of went back and forth. I don't really have a middle ground here. I'm either too evil or too nice, but I don't have an in-between, and I'm really trying to work to develop an in-between, and Erica's helping.
There are things that, and I'm not going to go into details, but there are things that, I have pointed out to him, and I remember when I first pointed it out to him, he got agitated about it, and some of these things came true in fruition. And what I have always told him is, I said, look, you have a skill compared to a lot of other people, because for me, I'm overtly cautious. When I try to make, it takes me a long time to do certain things, because I try to do, like, explore all my options, you know, which path is a good one to take, right? And have paths that cover my ass in case something goes wrong. But for him, he's like, I told him this, like, last week, I told him, he's kind of like a Leroy Jenkins sometimes. You know, Leroy Jenkins? I consider him like a Leroy Jenkins. He will run into something. I'm like, whoa, hold on, we don't have the plan yet. and when he does that, it's like, I'm in the corner, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go fix this, I gotta fix that, you know, that kind of thing. So, whoa, hold up. Sir Repetition said, listen to Erica, she is older and so has wisdom. I am 6 months older than him, thank you very much. I'm not like 20 years older than him. Ah, don't touch my white hairs. Hey, you have way more white hairs than me. No, with the...
Yours is longer.
No, don't with my hair.
I'm gonna
you know
show
what?
chat.
I'm afraid that if you pull out my white hair, all my hair is gonna like fall out or something.
I'm gonna show chat.
No, people
They're gonna
don't
see that you older.
No, you have way more white hair.
Cougar.
No, okay. Anyway.
Cougar.
No, but the thing...
Cougar. Someone else said it at the same time that I said it.
No.
Actually, you should be a mod. Can I make you
No,
a mod?
what? No.
Oh, your phone sucks.
Yeah, because it doesn't want you to make anybody a mod. But anyway, look at this guy sneaking over here. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I admire him because he will make decisions. He will make, you know, decisions that he feels is right. However, the thing that kind of grates my gears sometimes is he runs into things without thinking about all the repercussions about stuff. So when I see an issue, even though I could definitely be one of those girlfriends who's like, yeah, you know, I support you. I hope you go down. You know, I hope this works out. I will bring it up to him, the things that he might not want to hear, because I feel like I have a duty to tell him this kind of stuff. If I'm just complacent, like, for instance, right? It's like if he's leaving the apartment and the stove's on, right? And I know what happens if the stove is on and it's unattended. If I don't say anything, right, there could be great repercussions. Like, yeah, he might not want to hear me nag about certain things, let's say the stove, for example, but there's always a reason why I bring this kind of stuff up. So when I start seeing smoke or fire in certain areas, I'll tell him. Or if I start seeing, you know, situations where it can be, you know, turned into smoking fire, then I have, in my opinion, like, I have every reason to bring it up to him. If I do not bring it up to him and situations happen, it will cause a lot of stress in his life, and which will leak into my life. So that's why I always I tell them this. I say, you know, I could just be one of those pleasant girlfriends who is like, I don't get into his affairs, but I realize that sometimes if I don't get into his affairs and I don't, if I don't kind of keep track of certain things, like, things can maybe not go in a good direction. And there have been times where it's, you know, I step back and I see warning signs and I tell him, and if certain things, you know, that I warned about, you know, weren't double checked or something, like, it turned into a problem. But thankfully, you know, that's one of those things. Like, you guys heard about, like, paperless billing issues.
Lewis is able to make fires without your help. No, she was actually standing right there on that ride. She was next to the battery. She probably kicked it.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I have like 10.9.5, I think. Yeah.
Isn't it? You are a lot older in your wisdom.
I don't know. I try to be very, I try to think about things carefully. And that's one of the things, like, people on his channel definitely don't see. They're probably like, oh, you know, Erica is useless because she doesn't do anything. But there are certain things that it's like, he has an issue, or if he has something that's on his mind, if he tells me about it, I'll bounce out my opinion, or if I'll thoroughly research it. So, for instance, right, he has a motorcycle lesson coming up soon, and he asked me. He said, "Oh, can you find me a place that can for a motorcycle helmet? Can you find me one?" And it's tough right now because a lot of places are closed. They're doing this social distancing thing, and the places that are open, Well, I found one place today. They want like $600 for some of their helmets, and this is like the New York upcharge price. $600 for a motorcycle helmet. You know, if he goes in there, they're gonna want to, they're gonna push him to get the $600 one, and you know, because he has no knowledge about this stuff, and I have barely any knowledge either. You know, he might end up with like a $500 one or overpriced one. So I told him this. I said, "Hey, let me measure your head because I found out I can try to do the measurements online, and then from there, I can order one off Amazon for him, and it comes out to like $150. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but it's coming in on Wednesday."
You found me one?
Yeah, I found you one, but I gotta measure your head. That's the thing. If it
How do you
doesn't,
measure my head?
I have a tape measure at
How
home.
many pee buses are inside of it?
No, I put it around your head, the wider circumference. There's a chart that you can do it. So coincidentally, I have the I have a
Do
measuring
a sponsorship for them.
So,
Fuck that, I'm not selling $600 helmets, Sonny.
yes, and a lot of the vegetarian vegan places closed down, like around here, but a lot of places closed down. Like it's hard, you know.
It's not unit pack power that blew up the battery. Erica is so hot the battery exploded.
No, you know what the thing is? Like, man, I was so mad at Unipack Power because here's the thing. You guys might have not, you guys have heard about this, but there is a very real chance both of us could have gotten seriously injured or died from that. So I was pissed off about the unit. You know, that reminds me, I gotta make a follow-up video to the Unipack Power. Do you remember that? Like, I'm gonna wear black when I make that video because I wanna have the colors of a funeral. Like, that's how evil I am.
What I really want to do is find a place in the middle of nowhere and then take my EM3 EV battery, try shorting it to ground, show you what happens, and then short the unit pack power battery that I have because I have a third one to ground, and show you what happens. And then people can see for themselves.
Yeah, hold off on that for a while. But, yeah, something like fireman's training thing, like that's gonna go off in the distance. But, yeah, so the thing about Unipack Power, and I'm going to say it on my stream because they made it sound like, and this is the stuff, like after the video, he told them what the video was going to be. He said he was going to make a video, right? And the reason why I pulled my stream is that they said, oh, we're going to go ahead and, they want to discuss compensation. So this took a while because we had to get the quote for the door and everything, and the door was super expensive. And what happened was when we came back with them with the figure, like the door, the bike, the gear, because he had a lot of his recording gear on there. Because usually he does these like long streams, and he was visiting someone, and he had like his DJI, I forgot, action thingy majiggy, and that was only like a week old. So we told them the quote. We told them how much all this stuff costs. The gear was expensive. The battery, the bike, it was over $10,000. Okay? And they offer him $5,500. And this includes the batteries. So the batteries, I think, were about $3,500. So, it was like give or take, they only wanted to compensate him $1,500. And I remember thinking to myself, wait a second. This is, I don't think they wanted to compensate. I was thinking, like, that is way too freaking low, because you're telling me all this damages and everything is just $1,500. That doesn't even cover the freaking bike at all. So anyway, after he released the video, he told them what it was going to be. He told them what day he was going to release it. They say that they wanted to pay him out, but because he released the video, they're not going to compensate him at all. Now, here's my thinking. It's easy for some people to say, well, maybe he should have released the video, maybe they're going to compensate him. Number one rule, if they were planning to compensate him, they would have immediately refunded him at least the batteries. And that is not what they did. They did not instantly refund him the batteries because they had no intention of paying out, in my opinion. And they're just a scumbag company. I really have to make a follow-up video because I found an article that's some people from the patrons of for the Rossman group patrons, they found some article online, and there was this one person, listen to this, there was this one person, they were bringing their bike, they brought their bike inside the house, they didn't even charge it, and it blew up.
And it wasn't in parallel, it was a single one. I also met
Does that sound familiar, you guys?
I also spoke to the person who sold him that battery, and he said, yeah, I have an EM3V battery from 2015 that still works, and I beat the crap out of it. And several of their batteries died and made me look like idiots. They wouldn't warranty it. They made an excuse every time. And there were two video journalists that got stranded riding over a mountaintop in Europe because of a shitty unit pack power battery. And they had to refund them all.
Yeah, so we really have to make a follow-up unit pack power battery follow-up. I don't mind doing the video, although I know everybody's gonna want to see Lewis instead of me and my funeral gear over here. Yeah, I was telling him because during that time when we were talking about it, he had a sore throat, and I said if I make that video, I'm gonna wear black because that's the color of mourning.
I tried to get
And I would
Erica
just throw
to-
them so much freaking shade. It's like they would wish.
I tried to get Erica to do a video earlier. Remember that video, the real estate one?
What? The
She
one?
just sat there in a Tweety Bird shirt and laughed the whole
Yeah,
time.
because my shirt didn't match. Now I gotta wear
You
darker
were just sitting there
colors.
saying, "Hey, everybody."
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, like I was just okay.
You sounded like you were on DMT. You just sat there and laughed. You look for your channel. It's like, look, I have a presentation. I have an idea. There's a premise. I'm gonna discuss it with
Yeah,
you. You get on my channel, you just sit there and laugh at them. all.
Yeah, because I was looking at myself. I look ridiculous. I mean, you have your recliner of rage, and I look like way too happy to be on that chair. So it just cracked me up because I was looking and I was like, this is such a contrast that I shouldn't be sitting on this chair in this color. Like I
Oh.
look too happy.
Erica, you like $2.
Huh? Yeah. I think Forgotten Violin gave me a donation, so I'm really
Thank
appreciative
you.
of it.
You ready to go?
Huh? I was just getting it to go. Okay, how about this? 5 more minutes.
What?
5 more minutes.
Okay. How about you have the alarm code, right?
What?
I see you later, bro.
No.
I have a date.
What date? Date? What date? You better only have a date with Blackberry. What? He's smiling at me. What? What are you laughing about? You also have a date with Oreo. Don't forget that too. Yeah. So, well, what is that? ThinkPad girl? No, Joseph. No. There is, you know what? If any ThinkPad girl wanted to walk in and snatch this guy, they could have snatched him up earlier. They had what? 2018, 2017, 2016, 15, 14, 13, 12. What? What is this? I don't want to put my hand on this piece of plastic.
It's
Oh,
not a plastic. It's a red piece of rubber.
what? Oh, jeez. This is like, oh my gosh. I don't want to.
Touch it. Touch my nipple. Yes. Touch my.
This is what turns him on, you guys. Late at night, he's like, here, touch my thing. You keep that stuff up, you're only gonna have a date with your ThinkPad. You'll be like, ooh, ThinkPad, just you and me, baby. Yeah, so what ThinkPad is that? The P50 or
The
something?
T440.
T440.
That's someone else's ThinkPad.
Someone else's ThinkPad. You
Someone
haven't
else's
touched their
ThinkPad.
ThinkPad? Jeez.
Ready to go, Erica?
Jeez. Okay. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit.
Do you want to show them what you've been learning?
What? What? Ouchie. Thank you. You know what else I learned? Oh, I can't even get it out right. Huh?
Ah.
Yeah, this actually hurts.
Mhm.
I still have my bruises from like last week. Okay, so Will said for the donut fun, have a good
thank you.
evening. Thank you. And
Again,
see, so
one.
I gotta have more donuts. Well,
1,
what?
2.
What?
That's
Oh,
supposed to be a puck.
jeez. Huh?
Puck.
Okay. You know what? I would just kick you in the money shot because like my foot is right here, so I could. What? What are you doing? This is weird. What? Yeah. See, like he's trying to have me do this like Wing Chun self-defense thing. He's really into it, but
I suck.
my thinking is like part of me. It's like I respect Wing Chun, but I don't know if I'm really into having consistent lessons. The only reason why I say that is if I apply myself into something, I want to feel really hyped up about it, and I rather just like not commit to it. I know that sounds really terrible for me, but it's like if you find something that jibes, you want to continue with it. I don't want to continue with something just because I'm like,
Well, when the zombie apocalypse comes, I'm going to be using you as bait, tossing you off the bike as a distraction, and running away. So you're going to need to learn this. It's
What?
gonna be very important.
Wait, why are you gonna use me as bait?
Not bait, as a
Wait,
distraction.
that's a terrible thing to do. So you would be.
You're gonna be a decoy.
So wait a second. You would leave me behind.
If there's
where...
traffic, what I'm gonna do, if there's a protest in the city or some crazy shit happens at some point, and the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm gonna take a MAGA hat out of my bag. I'm gonna put it on you. I'm gonna toss you off the bike and go, look, look, and then I'm gonna ride in the opposite direction. off
So
into the
wait a
sunset.
second. That means that you would throw me away to preserve your own ass. When it comes to me, I would make sure that I throw something at them to preserve your ass.
See, this is
So
why it's
this
important
does,
that
so
you learn
this is
martial
not
arts. Eric.
reciprocal over here
This
because
is-
I would save your ass, but you wouldn't save my ass.
This is all the more reason you need to learn a martial art, Erica. Because if you want to save my ass, you're gonna need to know some
No, if
martial
that
arts.
happened, I would kick your ass. I would try to kick your ass before I hit the zombies. What are you talking about?
Cover you.
What? What?
You know I wouldn't do that.
I don't know now.
I would take a unit pack power battery out and toss it right at him.
Well,
and
hold up. You have
Go.
that strength to throw the unit pack power battery?
Oh yeah.
What? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But yeah, just wait, you know, if anything happens, if there's a zombie apocalypse, if he leaves me aside, I will make sure, you know, I will not run away from the zombies. I would run and kick his ass. Best I could.
The thing is, you're
I'd
gonna
go
have
for the
to,
money shot.
you're gonna have to learn something so that you can do that.
Huh?
You're gonna have to learn something so you can do that.
What? Attack you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'd get all my zombie friends to go attack you. If I become a zombie, you know I'd be after your ass in the afterlife.
Ready to go, Erica?
Okay.
It's been a fun stream.
Has been
What do you usually get in donations when you do a stream?
0.
What do you get when I
What?
come on?
Huh? I get a
Wow.
little bit more because it's like people know there's something in the force going
Look, you
on.
got 42 people watching instead of 25. My presence, Erica.
Your presence.
It's my side boob.
Your
See?
side boob.
Look, my side boob. is showing.
Okay, how about this? Why don't I get away from the shot and let's see if I get to 100 subscribers just having your chest over there. Oh my gosh, I have a mosquito bite. Oh my gosh, do you see that?
The mosquito bite's bigger than my side boob.
Yeah, I've been getting. I think there's a mosquito in here. See that?
All the more reason to go, Erica.
Jeez.
How do you say? What do you say?
Gosh.
What do you say we go home?
Yeah. See, this is why. Do you see how big my mosquito bite is? That is a freaking big mosquito. That's why I hate getting. I think it's when I open that thing or something. Freaking sucks. Okay. Well, I will talk to you guys later. I will see you, and you guys stay safe and have a good night.